Initiating System 1.
Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm gonna do what is the best design that Mileena has for Mortal Kombat. It's gonna be a ranking video. I'm gonna show you all the tiers from her best to stimulating, sufficient, subpar, and her worst designs, and I'm gonna go in order. I've been wanting to do this video ever since I became a YouTuber, but I always had a problem trying to figure out how I was gonna go about it. And today, finally, I figured out how I'm gonna go about it. I want to give a shout out to TW Booty Hunter, who actually gave me the idea to do this while I was watching one of his Smash and Pass videos. So go check him out. Anyways, we're gonna start in order, right? We're gonna start with Mortal Kombat 2, Mileena. Mortal Kombat 2 is when Mileena first showed up in the Mortal Kombat universe, and her design is simply a bandana, a one-piece suit, and some gloves. I would put this in the subpart category. I'm not a big fan of it. I understand it's a 1992 design. Still don't like it. Don't care for it much. So, all right. Now we're going to Mortal Kombat 3, which is similar type of costume. Now her hair is a bun. Doesn't have that stupid bandana. The costume is a little bit more revealing. And it overall looks great. Is it her best design? I wouldn't say so. I would say it's sufficient. All right, Mortal Kombat 4, aka Mortal Kombat Gold as well. Well, at least for this design anyways. So it's technically a fusion kind of the first two designs, but now she has a ponytail. She is very beautiful. It's more revealing. I would go with stimulating. Now we're going to Mortal Kombat, if I remember correctly, Deceptions, right? So let's see. In Mortal Kombat Deceptions, her design was when she first had her hair down. Well, second time she had her hair down. It is more revealing, but I'm not really a big fan of this design here. So we're gonna put this in the subpart category. Now we're going to her, if I remember correctly, her primary costume in Mortal Kombat Deception. I love this, so this is one of her best. This is where she basically introduced the big sleeves and the veil on her face and ponytail, and she looks more sexually appealing. Loved it. Now we're going to Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks. It's a similar design to Deception, but mixed with her Mortal Kombat Gold design. I love this design as well, so it's going up here. Let's see, that's Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks. I'll do the movie versions later, but I'm trying to do the video games first, and I'm trying to remember all the ones in order. So Mortal Kombat 9 is the next time you see Mileena. It's essentially an upgraded version of her subpar Mortal Kombat Deception costume, mixed in with a little 3 Uh, and even more sexually appealing. That's one of her best. Now we have one inspired by her deception design. I did like this design at all, but it wasn't the best. Nothing beats deception. So this is going either stimulating or sufficient. It's sufficient. All right. So this is her Flesh Bits costume for MK9. More sexually appealing, you know, she's wrapped in bandages. I don't hate this design, and I enjoy it because reasons. But design-wise, it doesn't really bring anything. It's more about just the sex appeal, and I do enjoy it a lot, but it's not her best costume. So maybe we can throw it not at her worst, but we can say it's subpar. Right? Now we're gonna be heading into the MKX realm. So Mortal Kombat X. We're gonna start with her primary costume, which I love. I love it. It's one of her best designs. This is where she started getting leggings with armor and etc. Her top became armored and she started looking more savage, and I love that about her. So we're going to her best design. Now, this is one of her alternate costumes, which kind of is a little inspired by Deception almost, but it's also its own thing, and I do appreciate it. It's not the best, but it's not subpar either, so I will go for sufficient. Now, here's a second version of that same costume, and this is just the most laziest bullshit ever. This is just her primary with her hair down and mask with this alternate costume clothing. This is going to her worst. It's the worst idea ever for a costume. That shit was trash. Now we're going to her vampire alternate costume in Mortal Kombat X. I loved it, but it wasn't the best, so I guess maybe stimulating. He was a sexy vampire though, I'll give her that. Now we're going to MK11, one of the most quote-unquote hated games in all of Mortal Kombat until Mortal Kombat 1 came out, but yeah. So we're gonna go with the main costume, which is this. And right off the bat, it's one of her best costumes. I loved it. And it was great. Here's an alternate version of that. I would say, since it's nothing more than just a recolor, that it's probably just sufficient. Then they have a very savage costume, but it doesn't really scream Mileena, so I'll put it at her worst designs. One of her worst designs. Here's another one that's going to the same place. I don't like that. I don't. Here's one that looks like Katana, and I really love it. So, it's not her best design, but I love it so much, so it's gonna be stimulating. I do love her Khan costume. This is when she becomes a Khan. It's not the best design, but it's surely stimulating. All right, so the final four for the games anyways. Her costume is fine, right? I just wish she was more feminine looking. Like if NetherRealms would have made her more feminine and etc. instead of like stereotypical lesbian look, that would have been great. Her overall design is amazing. It just missing certain things. But if I were to look at just the design and ignore the whole lesbian esque type of look like they try to put on her, like the whole mask, like manly look at me, I like girls type of look. And this is not to hate on anyone that likes girls, you know, you do you. This is just me trying to explain or put into words what I mean when I see the look. It looks manly, essentially. There we go. It gives off lesbian. It gives off the I'm a lesbian look. But if I ignore that, like I said, amazing look. So it's one of her best designs. Then we got this crap. This is definitely going in her worst. Then they gave her some coral reef thing. Depending on the color, it actually looks cool. But for the main color, guess what? Worst. This is the season 4 skin. Guess what? I'm not even gonna talk about that. That shit's going to trash. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to the movie section. These are all gonna be about Mileena's designs overall in the movies. I'm gonna skip a couple of these because I don't know where they're from, like these two here. So, but everything else we'll touch. First off, we're gonna start with the first Mortal Kombat movie. Well, sorry, I apologize, I messed up there. The second Mortal Kombat live action movie, right? Her design is subpar. Trash. Well, not entirely trash, just not that great. Then we have her Mortal Kombat Conquest design. And if I recall, they only showed her without the mask and etc. But she was very attractive. So I would say sufficient. This is from Mortal Kombat Legacy. I did enjoy her look. So I would say that stimulating or sufficient. It was stimulating. This is from the movie. Yeah, this is not my Mileena. And I don't like when characters, as a person of color, I hate and despise when wokey types of people, right, try to change a character's race or gender for woke ideas. And we all know Mileena is a light-skinned, tannish, Japanese, Asian type of girl, and she's not this. And this is no disrespect to the actress. She might be cool, etc. Not a problem. It's not her fault. But I do not like when characters already have a specific look when it comes to skin and etc. and they get race swapped, gender swapped, and etc. for woke bullshit. And that's gonna go to her the worst. It's her worst design. And you know what? I guess the person who posted this hated it so much that I'm gonna give her a double. All right. So this one is another Mileena from, I think it was another show on YouTube. I can't remember what it was, but I don't really like her very much. So I'll go with subpar. And these, I don't know where the hell these are from. So I'll just leave it as this. There's my top 6 best costumes for Mileena. My top 5 stimulating. my top 5 sufficient, my top 5 subpar, and my top, let's see, 7, 8, 7 doubled hatred for the worst design she's ever gotten in any game or film. But yeah. Anyways, I'll leave it here. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, dislike, comment in the section. I have a Discord that you can join. Remember, please remember, there is a verification page that it's going to open up when you enter my Discord. The link is in the description of the video. It's also in my bio. And you have to click the verify button. That's it. There's nothing else to it. Because I've noticed that a lot of you have been joining, and I guess you don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you're supposed to click. Even though I specifically have that specific channel open for you guys to verify yourselves. I do that for security reasons. And you know, click the verify button and you'll get into the server, right? I don't know how else you guys want me to stress this. Just do that, because I notice you guys come in and I don't get into my Discord maybe like a couple hours later, and then I found out you guys left because you didn't know what to do. You guys didn't know what you were doing, and etc. So that's what you got to do. Sorry, I had a brain fart. What was the other one? I think that's pretty much it. I'm gonna be, in the next couple days, as you guys noticed, I'm gonna be streaming Deceit 2, which is a survival horror game. If you guys want to download it, it's free on PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. It's crossplay. You guys can play with me. No problem with that. If you guys want to face me in Mortal Kombat 1 just for fun, all I ask is that if you're a random follower that hasn't subscribed or anything, that you subscribe, you like my videos, and then you should be able to join me and fight me. But that's the payment for it currently. What else? And I think that's it for now. Sorry I haven't been posting much. I've been busy, and etc. So I did it now. So again, thanks again, and we'll see you next time. Take care.